So it's been quite some time since I uploaded a video, but yeah, nevertheless, I think I don't know what I'm gonna title this video, to be honest, because like there's so much in my mind. All of these weeks I've been thinking about this one thing and how to make a video about it, and finally I don't have a title in my head, but obviously I have some content that I need to share with you guys, and I don't know how many people this video is going to reach, but even if it reaches like one person who is like me, or maybe a little bit younger or older than me, who is kind of maybe confused in these times, even if it reaches like one person like this and he gets some advice from this and some insights from this, I think that's enough for me, because I at least have like one person, right? And yeah, like if you do find this video helpful, which I think you will, make sure to like share this video as much as possible, because we need to all collectively help this whole narrative that I'm going to share in this video. So let's talk about it. I think there's a lot of problems, like misconceptions and like misguidance, wrong information, misinformation, all of that stuff that's been going on in this whole fitness and health space, right? And I do like see a silver lining in all of these things. Like I do see like a good thing, like the millennials and the Gen Zs are finally waking up. But yeah, let's talk about the problems first, and then I'm going to tell you the solutions for those problems, because at least after hearing about the problems, you will be at least aware of them, right? Even if you don't want to hear the solutions, you at least now know what's like wrong with this whole fitness and health space. And I think you're gonna um, agree with what I have to say. So let's talk about it. First of all, um, we are living in such confusing times where you know people just like me gaining experience and just sharing the information, and they are influencing some people, right? And of course I would be biased, for my information and the people that have inspired me. um Basically what I'm trying to say is that the gym culture was extremely toxic in the whole 2024 and 2025 space, right? It started to heal at the end of 2025's like during that time, but overall like the 2023 2024 space, it was really toxic. And by toxic I mean people were just caring about building as much muscle as possible. That's it. And if you see some of my videos, I also give advice on that. But bear in mind, my advice is not toxic, and I'm going to tell you exactly why is that. So let's talk about it. Hustle culture is good at a healthy level, right? Hustle culture. I have nothing against hustle culture. I think you should. I think you should hustle, right? To a certain point where you don't have to hustle anymore, then you can find that work-life balance, or like a balance in your life where you don't have to think about it. It's just a part of your daily routine, right? But before that you have to hustle, but hustle to a certain point where you could recover and then get back up, and on the next day and continue to hustle, right? We see things, or like people, or like gyms like going viral, like diamond gyms, right? Where I think already know, like most influencers are going there, like like streamers, fitness influencers, are going there and testing themselves. I think all in all, what Diamond Gym is trying to convey is positive. That is, weights is never going to betray you. Weight is always there. You can just come here, bang some weights, feel good about yourself. But the whole scenario that they are, like portraying on YouTube, that people are puking, people are like ego lifting as fuck, um like heavy weights, like high reps, even after it's tired. Like they are like spotting each other and then like completing whatever 20 fucking reps they're doing. I think that's not healthy at all. Like for first reason is not healthy, because um you like the amount of food and rest you're gonna need like to recover from that one day of training is unimaginable, right? Like the I think you've seen those videos, right? Like like what I'm talking about. Like that one amount of training is not needed, right? Yeah, every once in a long while you get with the boys, you do some pre-workout, you do it, fine, no problem with that. You feel good about yourself. But every now and then No, I don't think it's good. So that's the first reason it's not good. Second reason is that, I mean, like, risk of injury. If you're like pushing that much weight, and if you're only caring about how much weight you're going to push, plus the amount of high reps, plus you can do no more, so you tell your body to spot you. I don't think that's good. I don't think that's good. Like, people will injure themselves, and people, have injured themselves, right? In adopting that kind of training. It's not good at all. And like, I tell you the specific example of Diamond Gym because that's the whole perspective that came into my mind right now. I don't have a better way to explain it, but this whole hustle culture, it's good. I'm not against it, right? It's good. I have absolutely no problem with it. But like I said, it also has its own limits, right? Hustle, recover, and then get back up the next day and then do the same thing again and again and again. Don't push yourself too hard in the first day or the first week so that you can't even move a muscle. You're too sore to move a muscle the next day. That's not healthy. That's what I'm saying. And the whole 2023, 2024 space has all, was like this. And like, to a certain degree, I think I get it because previously it was like getting people in the gym was the hardest thing, right? Now the problem is people are going to the gym, and now the problem is that they're pushing themselves too hard because they are seeing all like have you seen the like physique inflation? Like, an average 18-year-old that used to look uh like what an average 18-year-old used to look back in like in 90s, or like normal 2000s, like 2010, like 2020, something like that, and what an average 18-year-old looks like right now. So of course people having FOMO, they're pushing themselves as hard as possible in the gym, like to look like those fitness influencers, like 18-year fitness influencers. Yeah, I get it. But then again, let's talk about health first. I think, isn't like that the primary objective that you should have, for you to join the gym? How many people do you see talk about sleep? I mean, in the whole gym and fitness space, yeah, sure. In the whole health space, Brian Johnson, all of these like guys like Andrew Huberman, they talk about sleep, they talk about rest, they talk about like diet, all of that stuff. But how many people do you see talk about rest and like recovery, sleep, diet, and the whole fitness and health, fitness and gym space, right? I don't see much. All they are telling is like, go hard in the gym, harder than last time, right? Eat pre-workout. I mean, sorry, like drink pre-workout, eat as much food as possible for bulking. You see all of these kind of information, right? And if you see any mainstream fitness influencers that has huge, like those huge companies backing, like for themselves, which is like, maybe Young LA, Gymshark, or any other big protein brands, or like supplement brands, you'll see, none of them are pushing health first, right? This isn't healthy, right? Like going to the gym, like pushing as hard as possible to like, like I mean, to a certain point, you'll fucking great, like maybe like cerebral brain palsy or something like that. Like, you stress your nervous system so much every single time, every single day I go to the gym, you will get nervous system problem. You will get nervous problem, right? Uh, as you can see, Ronnie Coleman, and then we see Ronnie Coleman because he is one of the greatest bodybuilders to ever exist. That's why we see him. But there are many other bodybuilders that used to work out like this people, and like they're bedridden now completely. Why? Because they stressed their nervous system too much. When they were young, they couldn't feel it, right? Obviously, they are, like, I mean, when you like young, you're like Wolverine. You heal like fucking nothing. So, yeah. So that's one of the consequences that you have to be ready to face when you are older. Like, your nervous system will be, completely broken down because the amount of stress that you have given in your like your youth, like your prime, it isn't capable of that right now, and all of those consequences will catch up to you eventually. So yeah, like I was saying, nobody prioritizes. I mean, okay, let's talk about what's natural and not like unnatural. We see this whole ecosystem of You go to the gym, you take my supplements, you take my coaching, you take all of these things from me, and then and only then you'll be able to build the physique that I have. I call it utter bullshit. Supplement, like the word supplement in itself has the meaning, like all the meaning that you need to know. You need to supplement your diet if you need it, right? It's not like you have to do it, right? If you need it, then do it. If you don't need it, then don't do it, right? I'm for example me. I only take like creatine as a supplement. I don't take any single supplement other than that. The reason for that is because my diet is really good, is absolutely phenomenal. I eat, like what I preach. I eat only things that came from an animal or Mother Earth. Nothing else. Nothing else, right? Either an animal or soil. That's it. And my daily carb intake, my daily, like good fat intake, my daily protein intake, all like always every single day is being completed by whole foods. The only thing that I am maybe lacking in is like creatine. That's why I supplement it, right? So yeah, like eat fruits, right? Eat whole foods, right? And then maybe take creatine if you need it. So this is also one of the things that like you'll see people pushing down your throat that hey, take this supplement, take that supplement, and then and only then you're gonna be able to build a physique like me. And yeah, by the way, if you need it, check the top link in the descriptions. You'll see people say something like this, like something like that. But yeah, like nobody prioritizes sleep anymore, and people. Okay, so let's talk about it. The only two things that you need to do, like that you need to prioritize in order for you to A, feel best, B, perform the best in all aspects of your like life, your work, like your relationships, your social skills, the gym, your health, your mood, everything. Just like maybe prioritize like these two things, nothing else. First of all, food. What do you ingest in your body? I'm focused on that. Second is sleep. If you sleep properly and if you like eat properly, that problem's 100% of the problem that you have in your life. Like, let me repeat it. If you sleep properly, right? I do see a silver lining with all of the problems that has been going on with this whole fitness and health space. People like Brian Johnson, people uh like Andrew Huberman, and then many other health experts are finally getting the limelight that they deserve for years to come on. But yeah, like if you just eat food properly, right? If your gut health is fixed, right? Your mood will be fixed, right? You'll perform better, and if you recover properly, you will have you'll then have the energy the next day to continue to like push as hard as possible to like the next day, right? Like without burning yourself out. Food, sleep. Like remember, food and sleep. Like prioritize your entire day based on this, how you eat and how you sleep. Like to a certain point when don't you have to think about it. It's just a part of your routine. Then you'll see how the other parts of your life like improves. Like not only in the gym, right? Like like the gym is not your life. Like let's talk about it. Like the gym is not your life. Like be healthy first, build muscle, right? Build, like be jacked, like as much as jacked as you want it to be lean, like to healthy body fat percentage, right? Like don't be obese, don't be fat. And yeah, that's healthy, right? Like if you see a person with muscle, you can't really tell if he's healthy. But if he has a good cardiovascular, which I'm going to talk about it right now, if he has good fat, cardiovascular, if he has like a good amount of body fat percentage, like like he's like really lean, his gut health is really good, his mood is also really good, he seems always fresh and recovered. That's how you know. And also his cognitive function is really good. That's how you know he's healthy, right? Just based on the amount of muscle the person has doesn't mean he's healthy. So yeah, I think it's good that I finally got yeah, I think it's good that I finally got out of out all of these things that have been in my mind for such a long time, because people do need to hear this. People do need to talk about this with their like loved ones. People do need to share this video, honestly, because I don't think you'll be able to memorize all of the things that I've just said, like such important things. So it's better, which by the way, like I don't care. Like literally, I don't care. YouTube is gonna share the video for me. I'm just saying, if you want to help the people that you love, just like maybe share the video, right? Anyways, yeah, prioritize health, prioritize sleep, and one thing that I need to talk about is that, you know, oh yeah, the most important part. I don't know how much long this video is gonna be, but yeah, nevertheless, me, you can hear it as an audiobook, whatever. Maybe you're driving, maybe you're in the gym, whatever you're doing, like maybe cooking, I mean cooking or something like that. You can hear this on the whilst doing anything else. And it's kind of like a podcast. So I think I feel good, making these videos because I myself hear like videos like this whilst I'm doing something else. So name the most important muscle in your body. I'll wait. Like pause the video and then like go into the comment section and then yeah, just say it. What's the most important muscle in your body? It's going to be your heart, right? And if you're someone who has been keeping up with my Instagram, which I'll link it down in the descriptions, I have been into running lately so much. Like I've been going to the gym for almost 6 years now, and I like without sounding too cocky, I would say that it's kind of like really monotonous for me. Like of course, I am a student, but it's kind of like I teach people how to do exercise, form, like like rhythm, the amount of weight that they should like use, diet, or I mean like all of that stuff. It's not challenging enough for me, right? I need some like challenge in my life, and dedicating my almost 6 years to just building muscle and health, right, has like fucked up my cardiovascular, um, I would say, cardiovascular capacity and then my mobility, right? So huge shout out to that friend. If you're watching this, I mean like my video, you'll know that I'm talking about you. You got me to running, and like a really near and dear friend of mine, he got me into running, and absolutely grateful for you. I'm for doing that because we both signed up for a marathon like together and we trained for it, and now I'm in love with running. I'm in love with running. Let me just say it. Big muscles with shitty cardiovascular capacity means nothing. Means absolutely nothing. Yeah, sure, you're gonna be able to look aesthetics and I'm gonna tell you, like, there's literally no downside of cardiovascular I mean like exercises. Yeah, sure, you might be able to look jacked and you might be able to attract a certain kind of uh like I mean a certain kind of female category that only into like that bots, right? But A is gonna make you lean, right? It's gonna make you lean. I mean, first advantage uh of cardiovascular exercises. Second, it's going to increase your cardiovascular capacity, which means you're not going to be as much tired as you were previously, right? So you can push harder in the gym, right? How many times you have gasped in a set of squats? Like your leg didn't give up, but you gasped out of oxygen because your cardiovascular was shit. So it's going to increase your cardiovascular, uh, like your aerobic, like your respiratory system is going to improve it so much. Third is that you're going to become lean. Of course, you're going to become lean, man. Like, obviously, I mean, you're going to become lean. You're going to burn fat. You're going to become lean, right? Third is that, you're going to train the most important muscle of your body, that is heart, right? I don't remember the stats exactly, but the cardio, like, if you do cardiovascular um exercises consistently, weeks after weeks, months after months, years after years, the chances of having any kind of heart disease decreases significantly. Significantly. I don't have the exact number, but it's something like fucking 300-400%. Like 300-400% decrease in the chances of you having any any heart disease, right? So these are all the, like, there's literally no downside. Literally no downside. You look like, I think you're able to like kind of say that my face look a little bit more angular, right? Like not only because of this haircut, but yeah, like you look good, you look lean, right? You look lean, you have better cardiovascular like capacity, you able to run faster. You're Oh yeah, by the way, let's talk about it. Choose any form of cardiovascular exercise that you like. It doesn't have to be running. It doesn't have to be swimming. It doesn't have to be cycling. It doesn't have to be trekking. It doesn't have to be any like It doesn't have the football, basketball, whatever that is. Choose any form of cardiovascular exercise that you like. I mean, like for me, I'm in love with running right now. Like I like when I was preparing for a marathon, I was running 3 times a week. So I was going to the gym and lifting weights 3 times, and then I was going and I was like training like I mean for my marathon 3 times a week. So I was running 3 times a week and I was training 3 times a week. So if like a guy who has been going to the gym, I mean, and only going to the gym for almost 6 years, you know how much of a love he has fallen into with running when he says he has been only like pushing weights only 3 times a week, and then the other days he's just resting and then like training and running. So yeah, choose any form of cardiovascular exercise that you like, right? It doesn't have to be running, cycling, whatever. Choose anyone that you like, right? For me, I love running right now. Like absolutely, like I absolutely love running right now. And yeah, like previously, I was so much shitty at running. Like I was fucking horrible at running. And now, I think running at a normal pace of 20k, sorry, 10k per hour, 10 kilometers per hour, and then like sprinting at a speed of 20 kilometers per hour. So that's a huge increase for me, and I love it, right? And I think this is one of the most important aspect of this entire video that I made. That is, just don't lift weights. Do stretching, do cardiovascular exercises, and also lift weights. Be a hybrid athlete, right? Like we are now like remember I said that I do see a silver lining in all of these problems, in the midst of all of this misinformation, misunderstanding, like in the midst of all of these things, I do see a silver lining, which is like Gen Z's and the millennials are finally like starting to see what's up, what's wrong with all of this hustle culture and the gym culture and only lift weights culture and only gain muscle culture, right? Health first. Eat good, eat milk, eat cheese, eat meat, anything that comes from animal or soil. Eat all of those things. Lift weights, right? Lift heavy, go heavy, right? For lower rep range, higher rep range, whatever suits you. Do cardio, rest properly, right? Take care of your rest really good, right? And yeah, this is basically the maybe summary of the video. And I don't think I have to share much, but yeah, let me know how you like this video. And if you find it helpful, make sure to maybe maybe subscribe or share this video. And I do apologize for being so inconsistent. I was fucking consistent at the beginning of this at the beginning of 2025, like with my YouTube, but I'm fucking inconsistent right now. But yeah, nevertheless, yeah, I mean, make sure to comment any question that you have and any videos that you would like to make in the future. I mean, you would like me to make in the future. And I think that's about it. Yeah, peace.